my beautiful decor family, and welcome back to the channel. As the air turns crisp and the leaves begin their magnificent transformation, our homes naturally crave a shift towards warmth, comfort, and soulful elegance. Today, we are completely reimagining farmhouse style, moving beyond the expected to explore a world of rustic elegance. This is where time-worn textures meet sophisticated details, creating a sanctuary that celebrates the harvest season in the most inspiring way. If you're ready to fall in love with your home all over again, you are in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss our weekly inspiration. Rustic elegance is not merely a trend, it's a design philosophy that honors authenticity while embracing comfort. It's the perfect balance between the raw, unpretentious charm of nature and the polished, intentional touch of sophistication. Think less about distressed signs with generic phrases and more about the inherent beauty of materials, the grain of aged wood, the weight of forged iron, the delicate weave of a vintage linen. This autumn, we curate a feeling of collected warmth, a narrative of a life well lived and beautifully designed. our journey begins with color. Move beyond basic orange and embrace a deeply nuanced palette inspired by the changing landscape outside your window. We are building upon a foundation of warm, neutral canvases, think creamy whites, soothing greys, and soft taupes. Then, we layer in the rich, earthy tones of the season, deep terracotta, muted sage green, and burnt umber. Finally, we add accents of ember-like hues, mustard yellow, and rusty red, to create a space that feels both grounded and glowing with autumnal energy. Color tells a story, but texture makes you feel it. This season, we are masters of textural alchemy, combining elements that invite touch and create incredible visual depth. Imagine the nubby weave of a chunky wool throw draped over a smooth, buttery leather armchair. Visualize the rough-hewn surface of a reclaimed wood console against the sleek, cool touch of a black wrought iron lamp. It's these deliberate contrasts that make a room feel rich, layered, and irresistibly cozy. No element embodies rustic elegance quite like reclaimed wood. This is the soul of our space, each plank whispering stories of past lives. We are moving beyond accent walls and considering more innovative applications. Picture a ceiling clad in wide, whitewashed planks that lift the space with a rustic brightness. Envision a modern floating shelf crafted from a single, thick slab of walnut, its live edge celebrating nature's imperfect beauty. This approach adds instant history and organic warmth. Autumn invites us to slow down, and our decor must facilitate that. Let's design an intentional cozy corner, a dedicated nook for curling up with a book and a cup of tea. Start with a supremely comfortable armchair in a timeless fabric like velvet or corduroy in a warm tonal color. Layer it with pillows in various textures, fake fur, knitted cable, and linen, and a throw blanket that begs to be used. This isn't just decor, it's an invitation to pause and savor the season. As daylight fades earlier, our interior lighting takes center stage. The goal is to mimic the soft, diffused glow of autumn's golden hour. Abandon harsh overhead lights and embrace a layered lighting scheme. Utilize table lamps with linen drum shades for a soft pool of light, floor lamps to arc over seating areas, and, most importantly, an abundance of candlelight. Cluster pillar candles of varying heights on a tray or place taper candles in antique brass candlesticks for a flickering, magical ambience. The fireplace is the natural heart of the home in cooler months, and its styling is paramount. For a redefined rustic look, keep the mantelpiece relatively simple. Lean a large, weathered mirror against the wall to reflect light and amplify the sense of space. On the hearth, stack birch logs not just for fuel but for their beautiful organic texture. Flank the fireplace with oversized woven baskets filled with extra blankets, merging supreme functionality with undeniable style. Fall is for gathering, and your table should set the stage for memorable meals. Ditch the perfect matchy-matchy sets. Instead, layer vintage china with modern matte black flatware. Use natural elements as your centerpiece, a long, low wooden trough filled with green and white cabbages, artichokes, and pears, interspersed with taper candles. Tie linen napkins with a piece of jute twine and a sprig of dried lavender or rosemary for a touch of fragrance and rustic charm. Rustic elegance is deeply connected to the natural world. Integrate elements harvested directly from nature with purpose and artistry. Arrange a collection of bare branches in a simple ceramic vase for a sculptural statement. Fill a wooden bowl with a variety of pine cones, acorns, and walnuts. Display a single, stunning piece of driftwood on your coffee table. These organic treasures cost little to nothing but add immense authenticity and a serene, earthy vibe to your decor. Let's revolutionize our approach to fall florals. Instead of bright sunflowers and orange lilies, opt for a more sophisticated and muted color story. Seek out dahlias in deep burgundy and creamy white, paired with dried pampas grass and feathery celosia. Incorporate interesting foliages like seeded eucalyptus and burgundy smoke bush. Arrange them in a vessel with character, a vintage stoneware pitcher or a simple glass vase, to create a breathtaking arrangement that feels both lush and elegantly restrained. textiles are the literal fabric of comfort in our homes. This season, focus on artisanal pieces that showcase craftsmanship. Drape a chunky, hand-knitted throw across your sofa. Its imperfections are what make it perfect. Layer vintage Aushak or Beni Arain-inspired rugs with subtle geometric patterns over your existing flooring. Swap lightweight summer curtains for heavier linen or velvet drapes in a warm taupe or sage green to add warmth and soften acoustics in the room. Rustic Elegance is about a collected, personal feel. Edit your shelves and surfaces to tell a story. Display a curated collection of antique books with worn leather spines. Group together ceramic vessels in varying earthy glazes. Incorporate personal items like an old family photograph in a simple wooden frame or a beautiful heirloom bowl. This isn't about clutter, it's about mindful curation that adds layers of meaning and personality to your space. Metallics are the secret weapon that elevates rustic to elegant. We are favoring darkened wrought iron for its strength and simplicity. Think black iron curtain rods, table bases, and cabinet hardware. Then, we introduce warm, unlacquered brass accents through picture frames, vintage-style faucets, or light fixtures. The combination of the dark, almost black iron with the soft, living finish of brass creates a dynamic tension that feels both industrial and incredibly refined, perfectly suited for a modern farmhouse. beautifully decorated home should engage all the senses, especially smell. Create an olfactory experience that embodies cozy autumn days. Simmer a pot of water on the stove with cinnamon sticks, orange peels, and whole cloves. Invest in high-quality soy candles with sophisticated scent profiles like teakwood and cardamom, amber and moss, or crisp apple and sage. This invisible layer of decor is powerful, evoking nostalgia and comfort the moment anyone steps through your door. Your decor shouldn't stop at the front door. Extend the warmth and welcome to your porch. Create a symmetrical arrangement with 2 large, rustic pots filled with ornamental cabbage, purple fountain grass, and trailing ivy. Flank your door with a classic rocking chair or a simple wooden bench piled with outdoor-friendly pillows in durable fall-hued fabrics. Hang a classic wreath made not of bright leaves, but of eucalyptus, magnolia leaves, and dried wheat for a timeless entrance. The kitchen, the true hub of the home, deserves its own autumnal transformation. Clear your countertops and style them intentionally. Place a wooden dough bowl filled with Granny Smith apples and Bosc pears. Hang your well-used copper pots and pans from a wrought iron rack. Style your open shelves with stacks of neutral dishes, woven bread baskets, and a few sprigs of dried hydrangea. It's about celebrating the functional beauty of a well-loved kitchen. transform your bedroom into a serene autumn retreat. The bed is the focal point, make it irresistibly cozy. Layer your bedding with a textured quilt or a matelass coverlet as your base. Add a heavyweight duvet and a plethora of pillows in linen, velvet, and knit covers. Drape a faux fur or chunky wool throw at the foot of the bed. The goal is to create a bed so inviting, getting out on a crisp morning becomes the ultimate challenge. Don't neglect the bathroom. Even this utilitarian space can embrace rustic elegance. Swap out lightweight towels for plush, earthy-toned versions. Add a teak bath mat or a vintage-inspired hamper. Place a small tray on the back of your toilet or a vanity to hold a curated collection of soaps, a candle, and a small vase with a single branch. Introduce a small, rustic stool to hold extra towels, instantly adding function and farmhouse charm. One of the most innovative trends is the use of dried and preserved botanicals. Unlike fresh flowers, these treasures last for years, making them a sustainable and beautiful choice. Invest in a stunning preserved boxwood topiary for your entryway. Create a wall hanging from a bundle of dried lavender. Display pampas grass in a floor vase for incredible texture and height. This approach gives you the beauty of nature without the constant upkeep, perfect for a busy lifestyle. Within the philosophy of rustic elegance, it's powerful to invest in one signature statement piece that will anchor your space for years to come. This could be an authentic antique armoire with a beautiful patina, a large, vintage Persian rug with a soft color palette, or a stunning live-edge dining table. This piece becomes the heart of your room, around which all other seasonal decor rotates, providing consistency and a deep sense of history and quality. In our zeal to create cozy, we must remember the power of negative space. Rustic elegance is not about filling every surface, it's about thoughtful editing. Allow your beautiful wood grains to be seen. Let your art breathe on the wall without being crowded. Leave a side table mostly clear except for a single lamp and a book. This sense of calm and intentional emptiness makes the decor you do have feel more significant, curated, and peaceful. Remember, these ideas are an inspiration, not a strict rulebook. The most beautiful homes are those that reflect the people who live in them. Maybe your version of rustic elegance includes a modern abstract painting leaning against your reclaimed wood wall. Perhaps it means displaying your collection of vintage cameras on your mantle. Embrace the elements that speak to your soul and tell your unique story. Your home should be a testament to your journey and your taste. As a final touch, remember the humble throw blanket. In a redefined rustic elegant home, it's more than an accessory, it's a symbol of comfort, care, and readiness for impromptu moments of relaxation. Drape one over every seating option, the sofa, the armchair, the end of the bed. This simple act is an open invitation to yourself and your guests to get comfortable, stay a while, and truly sink into the deep, welcoming comfort of your beautifully crafted autumn home. And there you have it, my friends, a complete reimagining of warm fall farmhouse through the lens of rustic elegance. This is all about creating a home that feels both grounded and gracious, a true sanctuary for the season ahead. I hope you feel incredibly inspired to bring these ideas into your own space. I would love to hear which idea resonated most with you, so please share your thoughts in the comments below. If you loved this video, give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to join our community of home decor enthusiasts. Until next time, happy decorating!